Hey everyone, I'm going to be tying the Davy knot for you. This is the knot that I use when I tie my tippet to my fly. I love this knot for a couple of different reasons. One, it's super easy to tie. I mean, you can tie this thing in your sleep and you can learn it really, really quick. Two, it leaves a very small imprint off the eye of the hook. When you tie a clinch knot, which is a super popular knot, especially when you go to smaller tippet sizes, it tends to really jut out of the eye of the hook, especially when you're using, if you're tying a size 20 and you've got a 5-turn clinch knot, the thing really sticks out, and you'll see that a Davy knot leaves a really small footprint. That's what I love about it. A couple other things is it's just as strong, in my opinion, it's just as strong as a clinch knot. And the great thing about the Davy is when you seat the knot perfectly every single time, and you're never going to have it slip out. I see a clinch knot a lot of times, especially when you're using that smaller tippet, sometimes it actually just slips right out, and that's due to a poorly seated knot. And sometimes when we're using small tippet, we can't really tell if the clinch is seated properly, but you can with the Davy knot, and that's the beauty about it, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. But the real reason in this video is I want to show you how to tie the Davy with hemostats. It's winter time and sometimes our fingers don't move and work the way we want them to. So anytime we can use our hemostats to tie a knot, it just makes it easier because, these are really small and our fingers tend to be fat and cumbersome, especially in the winter time. So I'm going to show you how to do that. But the first thing is, I'm just going to show you how easy the Davy knot is just using your hands and a few steps that might help you. So I want to show you how to tie this by hand first. I'm just going to give you a few pointers. There's a couple things that are constant with the Davy is the sign that it gives you when it's seated and also how you start that knot out. So, we're holding, of course, our fly in front of us. And when we thread the tippet through the eye of the hook, it's coming from our chest forward. So what happens is usually it's human nature just to kind of turn it and have the tag pointing towards the sky. So you need to make sure that it's actually pointing down. And just remember these steps: up, over, through, down, under, through, up, over, through, down, under, through. So we're going through the same loop. So we're going to go up, over, through. I grab it with my index finger and my thumb. Then we're going to go down, under, through that same loop. Let me do it again for you. So we're going to go up, over, through, down, under, through. I grab it with my teeth and I put a little saliva on it. And when we seat that knot, you see how it's at a perfect, right where the tag is coming out, you can see it's at a perfect 90-degree angle. That means it's seated perfectly. The cool thing about the Davy is, let's say the tag was kind of jutting down a little bit more, you can orient it and get it in that right 90-degree angle. And when you get that, the knot is seated perfectly. It's never going to slip on you. So now I'm going to tie it with my hemostats. And you're going to see it's pretty darn easy with the hemos as well. So once again, we're going to thread it. We're going to turn it so the tag is pointing down towards the water. Grab that tag with your hemos, but just leave a little on the end there. It doesn't need to be a lot. Now we're going to go up, over, through, down, under, through. Let's do it again. Up, over, through, down, under, through. Put a little saliva on it, and you can see that perfect right angle coming off. It's seated perfectly. It will not slip, and that is the telltale sign of a perfectly tied Davy knot. So I'm going to tie it in real time right now, and we're not in a race, but the reality is this knot is so easy, you can tie it really quick. And you can see I just tied it by hand super quick. I'm going to tie it with my hemos the same way. And you can see how quick the hemos do it. Perfectly seated Davy knot. It's that easy. So there you go. There's the Davy knot. I hope this was helpful. You know, these are an important piece of equipment to have out there on the stream. And, you know, it's winter time, it's cold. And once again, if you can't get these digits working, you're going to see that these hemos, sometimes they just make the job a heck of a lot easier. So give the Davy knot a try. If you've been a big clinch knot guy your whole life, switch over to the Davy. I think you're going to like it a lot more. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, I'd appreciate if you give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. I'm happy to help you out. If you like this channel and you like what I'm doing, I'd appreciate if you would subscribe. And as always, tight lines, everybody. I'll talk to you later.